Welcome guys to another episode of Bed Wars. Today I'm going to try and do another commentary. Since last time I did that, I got like 3 times the amount of views that I normally did, and also several subscribers. So earlier today I was thinking, what's some like weird thing that happened to me that probably wouldn't happen to most other people. So today I'm going to tell you guys about the first encounter I had with my mortal nemesis, the raccoon. I live on a lake, and a couple years ago I was out on my neighbor's boathouse. So my neighbor was out there, and also my little brother. And my neighbor was like, "Hey, can you get a plastic worm fishing lure out of my boat?" Sorry, fish. It's a crucial part of the story. So I was like, "Sure, I'll get you the fishing lure." So I climbed up the ladder into the boat that was hanging on the lift, and I reach underneath the console, and there was a raccoon in there. And so naturally the raccoon was unhappy with me for sticking my hand in its face, and so it bit me on the finger. This is the part of the video where I tell you to subscribe. Please, I'm begging you. I'm racing to the Magoo to 100 subscribers, and I have 4 times as many videos as him. But he's beating me by 4. Please, I'll never forgive myself if I lose. Please! I actually have a pretty noticeable scar on my pointer finger from where the deepest bite was. But anyways, I had no idea what to do. This raccoon was 200 feet offshore on a boat dock, and not only that, but it climbed up the ladder to get into the boat and inside the console. So I'm like, something's wrong with this raccoon. It might have rabies. Probably does have rabies. So anyways, I got rushed to the emergency room, where we proceeded to wait for like a half hour in the waiting room. And then someone came out. This like student nurse came out in the second waiting room. I'm still in like the second waiting room. So she came out and was like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna start giving you your shots." And I was like, "Okay, I mean that makes sense." And this lady proceeded to shoot me with a needle in the finger 7 times. There's not a lot of meat on your finger. It's like skin and then like a little tiny bit of muscle and then bone. So I was not super happy with the situation, and I don't really care about getting shots. I mean, I don't like it, but I'm not like deathly afraid of needles or anything. So anyways, first shot, I'm like, okay, that was weird. It hurt a lot more than like a normal shot would. Second shot, I'm like, I'm really not enjoying this very much at all. By the third or fourth shot, I actually started seeing spots and blacking out. By the way, this was all during the COVID-19 pandemic, so we were all wearing paper masks. And so this lady, this student nurse, is like sitting in front of me, sticking me in the finger with a needle, while I'm like suffocating to death in the little tiny paper mask. And so my mom was sitting next to me, and she was like, "Oh, I think something's wrong," and I'm like dying. And so then the nurse freaks out and she like pulls a lever and a bunch of other doctors come in. This was all in the second waiting room. So anyways, I start blacking out. A bunch of doctors rush in, pick me up, put me onto a cot. This is all still in like the secondary waiting room, by the way. They stuck an IV in me, like smelling salts. It was not a fun day for me. Actually, it was like 10 at night at this point. I was not happy with how things were going. Ah, there's a person. Ah, there's a person. Hello, person. Goodbye, person. So anyways, after they basically bring me back to life in the waiting room, oh wait, crap. Oh, and epic escape. So yeah, after they finish bringing me back to life in the waiting room, they finish giving me all of my rabies shots, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, by the way, this is like the most painful shot that we can give you because we can't give you any anesthetic because it's rabies." And I'm like, "Oh, well, that would have been really nice to know, like ahead of time. I could like maybe, I don't know, mentally prepare myself for high levels of physical pain." But I mean, you're the doctor, and I don't want to be here anymore. And epic escape, thank you. But yeah, so then at this point it's like past midnight, so we drive home. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Goodbye. And would you like to die now? Oh, good. We're all on the same page. Oh, that was unfortunate for you. The other thing we had to do is, like, kill the raccoon, but we can't shoot it in the head. Because we need to be able to see the brain to send into the lab. You moron! You just fireballed both of us. So anyways, the other thing we had to do was kill the raccoon and send its brain into the lab to be analyzed so that we could find out if it had rabies. Because if it did have rabies, I would have to go in and get 7 more rounds of those most painful shots. So I was really hoping that we didn't have rabies, because I would love to not have to go through all that again. Die. Please die. Please die. Nope. Nope. Don't you dare steal my kill, teammate. That's right. My kill. But anyways, the test results came back like a week later, and it didn't have rabies, so I was safe for the time being. However, I had to stay on medication for like other infections or something. I had to stay on medication for several weeks, like some heavy pills and stuff. And so on the last day, right before my oh, that worked. Right before my medication ended, I break out in hives, and I am not happy. I was so close to being done with the raccoon, and then this happens. So yeah, we go back into the doctor, and he's like, "Oh yeah, apparently you're allergic to penicillin. I wonder why nobody put that on your medical record." And so then I had to go on a different medicine. It was the raccoon coming back to bite me one last time. So yeah, that's pretty much the full story of the first encounter I've had with the raccoon. And hopefully it will be the last, because rabies shots are just not something that I would like to do twice in my life. That was another episode of Bed Wars, guys. shout out to this guy. Hi, you're on YouTube now. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Pay very close attention to this part because I am so close to beating the Magoo to 100 subscribers, but he's still in the lead. So I need your subscribe. So do it.